you're at least okay. Today is a Tuesday. That's how I feel. Just fuck my life. I love life. It's fine. So we're gonna have an interesting day, chat. Interesting day. That's just how I feel. There's been so much conflict today that I'm just like, yeah. I'm not built for it. I don't like arguing with people. When people argue with me, I straight up just like stare at them and I'm like, I don't care. It's so bad. It's so hot. Oh man, that sounded bad. Man, I just like, I have to put like my Rock Lee weights on because I just like, you guys don't need to know about that. Never mind. Ugh. But look, I also got, oh my, holy fuck. Wait, hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Oh, good. Just a week ago. Cruise at my house and we party every weekend, so on the radio. Do you guys know that? This is what I do when I'm just like trying to distract myself from how frustrated I am. Oh, that's better. Holy shit. Hi, Mai. Today is such a good day. Mai only threw up once. Yeah, baby. You better. Yes, I'm so happy. I was so worried. I was so worried about him. Okay, how better. Much better. You wanna say hi, uppies? Mai has just been chilling with me today. He's so much better. He's been running around. He helped me work out this morning. Yes, he did. Yeah, you know, and now I trimmed your clothes so you can't rip up my pants. How dare you? Oh, no, you're trying. You're trying. Okay, just lay down. You know, muffins are okay. Just try not to rip my clothes. Yeah, but that's my favorite pastime. Anyways, I do have to leave a little bit early today because it is a Tuesday, and I always have something going on after stream on Tuesdays. But, we do have some good things on the roster. We're going to be talking about immigration and refugee status, like with Americans leaving the country, which is kind of weird. Because I've heard a lot of people who are like, I'm going to dive deeper into this later, so don't worry, but a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, I'll just like become a refugee in like a country like really far away. And I'm like, that sounds great and all, but it's a lot harder than you think. And there's a really good video that I watched today. And I was like, okay, we might as well just do that instead. And then on Thursday, we're going to continue it, but in a different way. It's going to be kind of odd. I hope you guys like how it's a little different. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yesterday, you guys were so nice to me that I literally like, I felt a little awkward because like, oh my god. It's kind of weird. I bet someone who's like, I don't know if this is weird to say, but if someone had like a praise kink or whatever, I think they would really enjoy like getting things like that on stream, you know? But for me, I get nervous. So I don't know if I'm supposed to like give you something in return, which I guess I'm not. Which is nice, I suppose. Hi, George. How are you? How are you? Oh, I got the big box. Nervous about what? Oh, when people give me things. I get I don't know. I don't get that nervous. It just depends on who it is. There, but that's okay. I went to the I went to the post office today and tried to walk it all home. I had to get a ride home. I made it like halfway. Oh, it was so embarrassing. It was very humbling. But I have it. I have it all ready to go. Ooh. Anyways, how are you? How are you? How are you? Wait. Well, I told you it was gonna be heavy. Yeah, but like before you said it was gonna be heavy and I couldn't carry it by myself and I did. And then this one I was like, I can totally do it. But the reason it's not that it was too heavy. I just fucked up my shoulder and I had to do I had like a workout today where I was trying to like train it and I was like I would not like a long-term injury on my body, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna, get a ride home, which wasn't that bad. I made it halfway, so I'm proud of myself. Oh, I'm not gonna get too deep into it yet, but I did watch the whole cabinet meeting today, and it was so long. It was over 2 hours long, which was good because I was listening to it as people were arguing with me, and I was like, this is a good distraction. This is keeping me sane. So, like, in my head, in my earbuds, I was listening to the Trump cabinet meeting, and I was like, so trying to focus on that and just have like the person arguing in front of me just go like wah 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 wah, and I was like, yes, but I could still hear them, so I just like turned the volume up, and I was like, yeah, I understand. I understand how that would be frustrating for you. Vent, 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 vent. Then I had to go mow grass. Oh, vibes, yeah. It was Trump saying that he wanted the death penalty in DC. That's like the biggest thing that hit the news. Like, everyone's talking about that part. You heard that part? The whole thing was just freaking wild. It was just, I don't know. I know that that is definitely not how cabinet meetings are supposed to go. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God. I know the logo is bad. It's Berkshire Hathaway. But the bottle is free and reduce, reuse, recycle. I should put a sticker over it. And now I feel bad. I got it. I got it from Andrew, who got it from like a random thing that he went to, and I have no affiliation, just so you know. There's no affiliation with that. I just use the tumbler, and whenever I walk around with it, I always cover it. It's the only one I have, and I don't want to like spend money on stuff. You just say okay. I feel like people should know that. I don't want to be judged for it because I am, yeah. Anyways, the cabinet meeting was like literally insane. I just, it drove me absolutely wild. I was sitting there and I was like, is this actually happening right now? Is this actually happening right now? And I was just sitting there as the person was arguing with me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna zone out for a second and just like really focus. And afterwards, I like re listened to the parts that I missed. But holy fuck, he was just so. they were just kind of like inflating his ego the entire time. I took a couple notes, but it really wasn't anything new. They were talking about the holiday weekend coming up, how people need to be safe, which I mean, duh, blah, blah, blah. I think it was really fucked up how he keeps like shooting down on like journalists. I hope someone makes a compilation video of Trump just like shitting on journalists that he doesn't like. So someone was asking him for stats on something, and he was like, well, you're a journalist, you should know that. You should come with me with the stats and ask me my opinion on it after. And it's like, you're the president. You're the one who should know about this. Andrew! Yeah, you're good. 1 second. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I have to wait for the sounds to stop. Me, literally, Mikey hasn't thrown up all day. Mikey immediately starts vomiting, so I had to go help. Are you okay, baby? I know. I know. He's okay. It's a lot better than it used to be. He's not doing it as often. It's gonna take time, and we're gonna take him back to the vet soon. Yes, we are. We just have to wait. They said we gotta wait a little bit. Yeah, I didn't even hear Kennedy talk. Like, how long was it? I kind of had to, like, help some people during that amount of time. I was primarily focused on, like, the foreign relations stuff and the questions that he was being asked towards the end. Hi, Tanner. Sub. We're talking about Trump's cabinet meeting today and how it was public, which was so weird. But basically, everything I heard was just him just getting like his dick stroked by everyone there, just being like, thanks to you, Trump, everything is so much better, and no other president could accomplish any of this stuff. Me sub now, thanks for the gift. Well, you should thank Smooth. I don't know who Smooth is, but Smooth was here yesterday, and then they came and they said thank you, and then they left, and I was like, okay, bye. So, if you watched the VOD, thank you, Smooth. Chaotic says hi, Josie in chat. Hi, Chaotic. Hi. I have my parcel. Oh, shit. We're opening. What? Is this the only place he acted? Yeah, it was so small. Okay. So he's doing a lot better. Yeah, Mr. Schmoove, Donkey Sean. Donkey Shane. Oh, Donkey Shane. You know that, like, I don't know why I'm like this, yo. Yesterday was so wild. I was so surprised. I didn't get to play Peak, though, because it went longer, but I'm okay with that. This was better. How are you guys? How are you? It's Mr. Shmoo Donkashon. Oh, wait. George, by the way. I'm just opening things because I got it. I'm gonna use the fuck out of that, by the way. George is always so friendly. Let's make him mod, bruh. I don't make anyone mod right now, just so you know. No one is mod. Chat. Well, I do have some mods, but they're like not here super often. Chaotic says, how am I still alive? Don't know why. Bruh! How am I? I'm doing pretty alright. Thank you for asking. Nothing super exciting. I mean, I got into an argument, but I think people have come to the realization that when you try to get a reaction out of me, I can count on my hand in the past 8 years the amount of times I've actually yelled at someone. Like, literally, I don't yell at people, like, at all. Very rarely. Because I have trust issues. So, when people try to, like, start shit, I just sit there and I'm like, ha, 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 ha. Good for you for trying. Tanner says, I see. Okay, sorry, George. I tried. Is this a conversation you guys were having? Probably not. I have to show everything because I got it. I promised. But we're talking about the president and the conversation that happened. And why I was so cranky. These are acrylic. They're bendable mirrors. They're gonna go on my basement wall. What's with the Presidente? Well, man, you can't jump on this man. Long story short, he had a cabinet meeting that was open to the press, which stresses me out because, like, it was just really weird to watch. And he was being really mean to, like, people who were not, like, being super nice. Oh my gosh, the DC stuff was weird, too. He was talking about how, in my opinion, I only saw about an hour of it. I will finish watching the rest later. Okay, cool. Then we can talk more about it tomorrow. So I won't dive super deep into it. But yeah, watching it was like... I'll watch the beginning half that I missed beforehand. And you can watch the ending half. And then we'll be like golden. Why do you like this? You make me have anxiety, sir. Anyways. Yeah. Long story short, I don't understand why he treats the press like that. I've never seen a president talk to the press like that before in the way that he was, but some may say that's why we live in unprecedented times. But shit, it's how I cope, okay? Josie, can I ask you about someone's specific policy in the US? Yeah, sure. I might have to do some Googling so I can be sure I'm giving you the right information, though. George says, I think regular meetings were not like that just because the press was there. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. It obviously, I don't know, maybe they try to, like, stroke his ego a little bit, but holy fuck, that was insane. They made everything about Trump. They're like, thanks to you, Trump, we have this, and it'll be things that are not super related to him. And I'm just like, chill. So what can you tell me about the autism registry? What is that about? Oh, well, that's a hefty one. Technically, I don't think it passed. I don't think he's actually allowed to do it. But RFK Jr., for a while ago, how do I say it? A while ago, he was talking about how he wanted to put a ton of people, like, basically everyone who had mental health issues. Oh, they talked about it today in the meeting? Fuck, I missed that part. I remember, like I told you guys, I didn't see RFKJ talk about it. Shit. All right, let's Google. What did he do? What did RFK Jr. say about? I didn't see any. There's like nothing that I can find about it today. Yeah. But here's an NPR article from a bit ago. I talked about it briefly. Is he still wanting to do it? Because that just feels sketchy as hell. I missed the answer. Sorry, internet. Yeah. Well, I gave you an article to what he talked about it beforehand with NPR. This kind of goes over it very briefly. But basically, he wanted to make a database of the Americans with autism using private data that could be used to create national autism registry. And he says it so he can understand the actual source of autism so that they can get more data for it. Is in English though. I know I don't have one in your language. I'm sorry. English is my first language. And most of the articles are going to be in English. But the problem with the autism registry is that you don't speak English. I know. You can do the translate function on Google if you're using like Google or Chrome or whatever. And you're being sassy. I know you can speak English. But anyways, he's trying to do the registry so that they can keep tabs of everyone who has autism. They also have discussed how they want to expand it to other mental health disorders and stuff like that, but autism was the biggest one because for a really long time, he said that vaccines caused autism. Yeah, and that's why, which is obviously not true because autism happens like when you're in like in vitro, like basically you're being cured in your in the woman or the sac, I guess is the best terminology, when you're being baked in the sack. And yeah, it's not something that you can necessarily get outside of there. You can have autism traits and symptoms, but it's kind of a disorder. Like it's literally a disorder. Disorders are things that for the most part you are born with or something that you can develop, but you already have the genetic like your genes are kind of like cued so that if certain things happen, it'll line up. Which is why people think that autism is something that you can get later on because other disorders you can develop, but autism isn't one of them. Like post being born, autism is one of them that you have, like you're born with it, you know. George says basically he said that the study in the 70s stated that 1 in 1,000 had autism, now 1 in 14. They want to figure out what's causing it. Yeah. One could say, at least the reigning consensus with a lot of mental health providers is that, from my understanding, that I've worked with personally, because I work in the mental health space, I do volunteer work and stuff like that online. I don't do a ton of stuff. It's like maybe 5 hours every 2 weeks or something like that, but it's really not a lot. So from my experience in the, yeah, from what I've noticed, most people are saying that that makes no sense because obviously people weren't being diagnosed with it in the 70s because it wasn't called autism, it was called Asperger's, and it was just completely different. Like the diagnostic criteria has changed. So of course less people were diagnosed with it then because the name of it and the qualifications you need to meet in order to be diagnosed have altered. So the definition of autism has changed. Chaotic says, I'm a bit worried he's actually trying to commit eugenics with autistic people. I don't know, it's just a feeling. Well, yeah, that's been a thing for a long time. We talked about this a little bit before, but it wasn't until the 90s slash like very, very late 80s that people with mental health like issues or disabilities were allowed in educational programs in public schools. Up until then, it was primarily privatized, and not every state had it. I can't recall the laws that changed that, but it was some equality bill or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know all the specs of it, so I'm not going to dive really deep. But I just know that that was the time period. But yes, I am also worried chaotic. I'm just going to finish opening things while we chat. And then we can watch the video in a little bit. How have people been covering it in other countries, though? Here in America, I don't know. I've noticed online people aren't pretending to have mental health issues as much, which is nice. George says, my state does have special education in public schools since I was in school. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Nebraska did not. Tanner says, that's domestic, and second, me not much pro on this topic. What do you mean? Do you mind elaborating? You're also in Maryland, right? Maryland can be quite a bit more lenient when it comes to that sort of thing, yeah. Maryland is way more progressive. Like, didn't your governor say that he wasn't going to allow Trump to send the National Guard in? Like, he wasn't going to approve of anything? Trump would have to go over his head and stuff. Also, yoga. This is going to save my ass so much. But yeah, it's just our governor's in it. Bruh! I don't think so. I think that's smart. It's better than my governor. Pillen is fucking crazy. Oh my god. He literally drives me insane. He's starting a lot of stuff with our well, you know, we're gonna have basically a detention center here because the one in Florida is gonna be getting shut down, so they want to open a lot more to replace it. It's like a hydra, you know, you cut off one head, there's like 2 more coming up again. Absolutely insane. Driving me wild, mind you. People I talk to about it are just like, oh, oh my god, fuck my life. And even people I know, I don't know. It's not about just like who I know. I guess it's more about like the demographic as a whole, which you don't really know unless you do polling or have more public events and stuff like that. But rural Nebraska is very different than where I live. Because Nebraska has about 2 million people total. My city and the metro area I live in has about 1 million people. So that gives you like a perspective on like, yeah, I think most of, at least half of Nebraskans live in Lincoln or Omaha, which is the state capital. Or yeah, look at that. This is gonna be so nice. I'm so excited. It'll be good to have one that my cats haven't like destroyed. I'm gonna use this tomorrow, by the way. For maximum games. Yeah, but my governor, crazy. Yeah, the yoga mat. Mm-hmm. I'm just opening everything while we're talking because I don't know. This I can't really give like a demo with. Oh, what is in Lincoln? Oh, what can you do in Lincoln? Well, good question. It's pretty much like a college town. So, you have Wesleyan, Union College, Doane, University, University of Nebraska, Lincoln. Hi, Mr. Meows. Oh my god. Michael is going crazy in the box. Let me show you. Boxer. Everyone can see it. I know, I have so many boxes for him. Right, more box. There you go. You guys can see him play. But there's lots of stuff to do there. I lived there for a while. Chaotic says hydrate. Y'all, okay. Boop. There you go. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite colors. I love like maroony, like peachy plums and green. I like lots of colors. It just depends on the season, honestly. I like the rainbow. I'm kidding. But I do though, kind of. Just like not super bright though. Do you see him eating it? I feel like this is why he throws up. But yeah, I have my water. Most of the time people drink in Lincoln Is the city named after Abraham Lincoln? Yes, it is. You can watch the unicameral do stuff. Technically, Lincoln has underground tunnels that connect the different parts of downtown to the state capitol, which they're really fun to go in. I did that when I was a kid, and when I worked downtown, and I helped out, like, all that sort of thing, so. Dinner says, yes, that I know. Yeah. But, I used to be very active. The courthouse was connected, everything was connected. The mayor, though, she was kind of chill. I didn't get to talk to her much. I only saw her, like, when I was working or at, like, public events. Versus, hey, when I was at the Corvette show last week, they showed us the ZR1X, and it was in the new color green. I thought of you when they drove it up. Oh, yay! I love green. Like, a forest green is my favorite color. Technically, forest green, maroon. I do like pinks, but like peach. Peach. Ooh. Oh, okay. 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 Whoa. It was really sharp looking. Hell yeah. This reminds me of a McLaren almost. It's like the supercar style. Damn. Tanner says I also love green. No, I wouldn't have guessed. Who would have guessed? I'll show you a link to it. It's a Corv Sport. She's clean though. Man, look at those brake pads. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. You can't distract me too much though, George. You can't distract me too much. Caddock says, Josie, do you think about learning a Native American language someday? I don't know. I don't have enough exposure to, honestly. I have some people that I know that are Native. And, it's, weird for me. Maybe the Ponca tribe? Because that's the tribe that, like, I'm, like, closest to, like, family-wise. But, yeah. Like, my mom was really close to, a lot of, like, the tribe's members and stuff like that. So she, like, tried teaching me some words and everything because she was like, yeah, you know, it's important to learn. And I was like, I live far away. And I don't really have a lot of access. George says, my first Corvette back in the 90s was a Polo Green. Nice. Nice. I like Corvettes too. I like oh no, I like forest green or all black. But more Euro cars look good that way. Codex says, I see. Yeah. It's just, it's not really useful for me because it's not like a culture that I am very close to. Even though, obviously, like, yeah, my family has been, like, involved in it. So, yeah, it's just, I never got the opportunity to really talk to, like, a ton of people about it or do a lot. Besides, like, when I would see my mom. And then, obviously, we'd be focusing on other things, so. Yeah. Otherwise, I would. It's something that, like, that'll be later down the line. I'll probably do Arabic, Japanese, then maybe another, like, Mediterranean language, so possibly French or Spanish or something like that. I'm okay with Spanish. Like, you can talk to me in Spanish, I semi get it, but if you have, like, a like, not Spanish, like, from Spain dialect, I'm fucked. I barely understand what you're saying. May I ask which Native American tribe culture was based in Nebraska? There is a couple. There's a couple, like Ponca, Omaha are the two biggest ones. Let's see if I can pull up a map for you. Those are the ones that I have the closest relationship with or the most exposure to. Just because, like, at my work, we have, like, a powwow and stuff like that. Or at least one of my older jobs, there was a powwow that was held there all the time. So I got to work with some of the members, um, collaborating with Omaha tribes members to make sure they have access to herbs at the gardening place that I worked at seasonally. Yeah. Yeah. Lakota Sioux, Pawnee, Hakka, Arapaho, Odo, Cheyenne. The Dakota too, but most of what I know is Omaha and Ponca. So Omaha refers to a tribe, yeah. Mr. Mouse says, why doesn't this country build factories and stuff on Native American reservations? That's like a whole nother thing because technically, how do I say it? The tribal laws are different and how they interact with corporations are slightly different. Yeah, so Omaha refers to a tribe. The historic building that I worked at was very closely associated with the Omaha tribe, or at least mildly, to the point where we sponsored or at least we helped sponsor a museum for Native American medicine workers and stuff like that, and doctors and stuff. So I know a little bit about Native history, but we've talked about different things. Yeah. Chaotic says there's a Twitch channel I totally recommend to you. It's called Universal Discourse. The person on the channel is Native American. They have a PhD in linguistics, talk about politics, etc. Ooh, okay, bet. Thank you. Thank you, Chaotic. I like it when you bring me new people. It actually makes me really excited. Give me more. I do actually watch them, by the way. Just so you know. Just so you know. Sometimes just don't be like a Destiny. Don't give me like a Destiny. Then we're good. Yeah, I'll keep them popped up though. Oh, vibes. I love their hair. Let's see if I can pop my neck. Nope, I can't. This is really sore because I worked out. Did you watch the thing we talked about yet, Mr. Mouse? No, I have it saved. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had a ton of time to like watch a lot of stuff. Which makes me feel kind of bad. But otherwise I would. Otherwise I totally would. I wonder what tribe he's from. Yeah. Oh, tarot for tips. Damn. Okay. Interesting. I've thought about doing tarot on stream again, but I don't know. But yeah, the native culture and community like really shifted my perspective on consumerism. Like that, my mom's like really close friend, like one of her best friends was from the tribe. Um, so when I'd visit her, I would just hear all about it, and like I got a lot of resources. And it kind of helped me with like learning about colonization and stuff, and it gave me a lot of like empathy towards what's going on in Israel and Gaza and that sort of thing. And I was like, oh fuck, and like the West Bank. When I was younger, I was like, oh, because it was just yeah, it was a lot. A lot of things compiled for me to be like, oh my god. And I was very grateful to have that exposure, and I'm very privileged to have that exposure in a way that other people I know didn't. Do you have Native American friends? Uh, when I was younger, I did more of like, because I wouldn't say I was super close, because that'd be not true. But like I said, my mom's like one of her best friends was native, like from the tribe. So I've got like a lot of proximity to it because of that. And then when I was younger, one of my friends, she was partially native. Um, Technically, I have like supposedly extended family on the same tribe. Like the uh one of the tribes and stuff like that. I'm not going to be like super descriptive because doxing and stuff. So I try not to go super into that. But my mom was closer to them than I was. I never really got the opportunity to hang out with them that much, which is why it's like it's not something I'm very like, you know, with compared to other people. Just because, and that's why I don't go around and I'm like, oh, well, I could have like blah, 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 because I really don't know that much about it. But I do know that, like, technically, it's just my family, like, yeah, it's weird. I don't know all the stuff behind it. And since some of my relatives have passed, I can't really ask that much anymore. Anyways, Chaotic says, yeah, I think that natives all around the Americas still suffer from colonialization, exclusion, lack of representation in media, and lack of access to basic needs. It sucks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but let's see. Let me pull it up on YouTube for you guys. Because I really don't endorse a lot of his content. Like, he's not horrible. He's more of like a liberal-ish, like centrist kind of guy. But he's kind of out there. Let's see. See if I can find it. Let's see. Where is that video? He did a. If I can't find it in a minute, then I won't like talk about it too much. Fuck. Nope. No, that's not it. Damn. Is this it? Damn, I don't know. Wendy Goon, though, made a video about radiation leakage and that sort of thing. Oh, here it is. Church Rock incident. Let's see. There you go. Oop. Oh my god, it took me a minute. But yeah, no, this was a very interesting video. I don't like all of his coverage on everything, but this kind of gives you what, like, if you watch, it's like an hour, but it'll give you a background on how America covers up a lot of what happens on tribal land, and it gives you kind of a touch and go almost interpretation of how the Native American laws interact with regular US laws and why a lot of them are that way. Anyways, there you go. Let's see. Mr. Gao says, wasn't Native American spirituality fairly prevalent before, then it just disappeared? I think some people still buy dream catchers, but that's about it. Do you know what changed the trend? Was it international? Oh. Hmm. It really depends. Oh, man. Because it really, okay. Tribal stuff, and I'm not going to speak too much about it. I'm just going to tell you what I was told by my mom's friends and like people that I was around like a little bit growing up. I wasn't around them like a ton, just so you guys know. But I asked a ton of questions because I don't shut the fuck up. So I pried so much because I was really curious and I was super fascinated and I wanted to talk about anything besides some of the other stuff that was happening. But from what I understand, I can answer that a little bit. When the United States started colonizing a lot of the those different lands, like here in Nebraska, it would be through the Louisiana Purchase that happened in the mid 1800s. That's like when most of everything started becoming states. Nebraska became a state in 1856, something like that, around that time, maybe 1860 something. I can't remember the exact date right now. But when that happened, a lot of different tribes were kind of like forced into smaller and smaller areas so that it could be used for other stuff. A lot of Nebraska is I'm not gonna dive deep into like the land stuff. Curiosity is a great thing, don't give up, yeah, for sure. Um the land stuff isn't super relevant, but basically, when you have a group of people that are othering a lot of people who used to be very different, so like each one of these tribes had their own unique culture that was somehow related to the culture, like the tribes that were closest to them. But a tribe in Nebraska is going to be fairly different than a tribe from like North Carolina or like Florida, right? And these tribes, they kind of had a unified hatred for America. just to just to put that like out there. And when a lot of like colonization happened, a lot of cultural erasure also happened, which meant that some people weren't able to express themselves in the way that they should. Canada sent people to schools. America also sent people to like private schools or re-education schools to basically erase what used to be. There's a whole different thing to it, but not every tribe is associated with dream catchers, but some of them are. So like I have one that was gifted to me. Well, technically, I have a couple in my. I'm not gonna show all of them. I feel like that's not like. I don't know. I don't want to show all of them because I feel like that's bad juju. You're not supposed to like show them online or like have like display all of them. But I have one like right above my desk. I have one that's in like my communal space in my living room area that's just hanging. And that was my mom's. And that was like handmade by one of the tribe's members and stuff. But yeah, I had a couple of them growing up, but I never really got super into it because it's not, you know, like I just didn't have like a ton of exposure to it like other people did. Like my mom was a lot closer to the tribe than I ever was. And my family, especially on my dad's side, really didn't like how my mom was really close to them. And yeah, lots of stuff like that. But like I said, I don't know a lot about it. It's not something that I'm insanely educated on, and I wish I knew more. And maybe one day I'll like, probably not though. I don't have a lot of like, I just don't have a lot of like attachment to it. Which is sad, but you're honest at least. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I know so much. I know all of this stuff. I know exactly how it's supposed to go. Blah 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 blah. But I really don't. I really don't. I wish, like, my mom, she passed away last year, which I'm not gonna dive like super deep into because like obviously it's sad, but it's been coming up a lot more since she passed because I'll talk to people and they'll hear my name or like they'll find out like my last name and then they'll be like, oh, do you have like family, in this tribe and stuff like that, which I think I do, but I don't know. Like my mom was a lot closer. I was not allowed to explore that when I was a kid, like at all. And then my mom's parents were very like Roman Catholic and they were very against the tribal stuff, like super against it. So I really didn't get to learn about any of that. So maybe when I'm older, I guess. I don't know. Maybe when I have more time, or maybe if it comes up, it's come up a little bit, but it's not really something that like I know a lot about. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be like, oh, that means whatever, because I don't know. My mom always talked to me about shit. Like, you can get like scholarships. That's funny, which I don't think counts. Because I am obviously so fucking, you know? Yeah, it's an awkward thing. But I try to be honest about it because I think a lot of people a lot of people can get weird about like that sort of thing and they try to get involved in something that they were never like grown up in and stuff. But yeah. Tanner says, I didn't ask about your relationship to tribes, by the way. I find it just interesting he knows American history. Well, that's how I know it, which is why I bring it up. It's just something that I found out like more recently when my mom passed. Oh, let's see. More white than snow, basically. Yeah, I know. It was a whole thing. But yeah, I bring it up because like that, I have more attachment and more like knowledge based off of not my firsthand experience, but I'm like, I know I've been able to talk directly to natives and learn more about the impact in a closer level than a lot of other people have. Because people just like read it in history books, but it's nothing like actually going onto tribal land and like actually seeing what it's like. Because it's a completely different ball game to be there and be like, holy shit, this is really kind of fucked up. Yeah, Mr. Mouse says I feel bad for Native Americans. Ditto. Ditto, ditto, ditto. Which kind of like, I don't know, it leads me into like the next topic that we were discussing, which would be like refugees from America. Sometimes, like, this is a question that I wish I could ask someone that knows more about the law and stuff, because it's a very weird conversation, but I wonder if like Native Americans, if they were to be treated more like they were to, like if another incident were to happen where their land would be taken advantage of and that sort of thing, would they be able to claim refugee status in Canada or like Mexico or something? Uh, or would it be different because the laws regarding native and or like tribal land is different? That's something I really want to understand more about. I was just thinking about that today too. Like, I'm not even joking. Yeah. Trying to keep him from like eating stuff he shouldn't. Well, he doesn't really eat it. He bites it and then he stares at me. And I'm like, okay, bro. And I know you weren't like asking me a lot about it, but it's something that's been like coming up a lot. Aren't they citizens? Kind of. Kind of. They technically tribal land is different. So like you I can't describe all of it, but you are like a US citizen. You can have a social security and all that sort of thing. But I know certain places you don't have to like get it, but you can also choose to not get like a social security number for your kid if you are from America. Like imagine like you could have a kid and not give birth in a hospital and not have your child be documented. People there's people who are like in like the adoption circuit and stuff like that who are like technically undocumented until they get adopted and they get like a birth certificate after like later on in life and stuff. Like once they're introduced into the circuit. Amish people have like a different thing or whatever. Most of the time they have to be registered. But obviously there's like loopholes for everything. Chaotic says, Josie, what do you think about the idea of the US having more than one official language? I've talked about this before. I think we should. Sodium says, I accidentally landed on native land on a hot air balloon and got detained. Murat, do you care to share about your experience, sir? Because that actually sounds pretty dope. I mean, horrible, horrible experience. But a hot air balloon, you can't control the wind, you know? Are there Amish in Nebraska? Good question. I've never really met them. Are there? I've met Amish people like more north, but in like the Dakotas. Amish people in Nebraska. Yes. Oh, they're in Orchard, Pawnee City. Wait, here's a link for you. Have you ever met a Quaker? Yes. Quakers are different depending on the country you're from, though. Yeah, the fact that you have to Google it shows you haven't seen a lot of them. Well, yeah, it's not super common here like it is on the East Coast. Sodium says, I didn't get in trouble, the pilot did. Us passengers were just along for the ride. Yeah, this is true. Ohio's fucking wild, bro. Damn, Sodium. Did you see anything cool, though? Like, where are you from? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Obviously, I live in Nebraska. It's Ohio against the world, dude. Amish don't do Twitch, right? There's ex-Amish stuff online too. It's empty. Oh, you're in Cali, bet. SoCal, NorCal, they. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, it says, I remember watching some memes on Ohio and not getting, oh, it's the big thing with Ohio. Ah! So remember, I've talked about this before. Here in Nebraska, we have like prairie days or whatever. So like, which sounds weird, but we go to prairie school. I'm not even joking with you. And it's something that in my school district happened when you were in like fourth or fifth grade. And you would have to go to a really old prairie school. You'd have to dress up. And then you'd have to have like a pail of food that you'd have to take. And you'd do everything on chalk and like have a school day like how people used to. Ohio, from my. Let me just fucking grab this shit. Ohio. This shit's fucking weird. Yeah. Here's a link. NorCal, but the incident was in New Mexico. Oh my god, there's so much radioactivity there. Damn. Don't get cancer, Lamau. But yeah, here's like a Reddit post that you could probably dive deeper into it, but it kind of gives you like a thing. I saw people talking about it online, and then the people I know from Ohio who are about my age, you know, like younger millennials, like older Gen Z kind of like category. That's what I fall into. Um, they they were forced to reenact the fucking Underground Railroad, which is so fucked, bro. Can you imagine? Just oh, it was so bad. I wish I saved the TikTok. I should have. Maybe I bookmarked it. But anyways, isn't Speed the streamer from Ohio? I don't know. I show Speed. Isn't that the dude that like is so fucking athletic? He's insane. Sodium says dang. Yeah. I mean, I'll take Prairie School over that. They just put us like in a dunce cap and made us sit in the corner, and we had to use an outhouse. And that's pretty much it. And we had to wear like long skirts and be modest or whatever. It was cursed. Ah, damn. Did you have something like that in Cali? Probably not, though. Yeah, Speed is from Ohio. Ah, man. Honestly, he's not bad. IMO. I don't think he's bad. I think he reminds me of, well, from my understanding, when I watch his videos, it reminds me of being around athletes and stuff all the time. He just has like the athlete vibe. Chaotic says that explains the craziness. LOL. Yeah, Ohio's fucking wild. Ohio. Because that's like what my friends say. We're like Ohio instead of Ohio. Speed is just the CR7 fanboy. What is that? What is that? CR7. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. Yep, Ronaldo. I don't know his number. I'm sorry, I'm American. We have actual CTE sports here instead of like soccer. George says that's what the Amish schools are like now. Yeah. I didn't think they got an education. No, I'm kidding. Should I make this chair? Or should I not? Chaotic says, I see. Do you know more about Messi then? No comment. I know people are diehard fucking Messi fans though. And Messi is like, he's the OG, he's the person that everyone compares themselves to. They're like, here in America, we have LeBron James. Europe has fucking Messi with soccer. And that is, or football. And that's like the thing. Everyone's like, oh, you want to be like the next like fucking Messi? Huh? You're just trying to be Messi, huh? Ah. I learned. Sodium says, you mean you don't enjoy spending hours a week watching grown men kicking a ball around? Man, I like watching other ball. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I got it. Or rewind real quick. Holy shit. Rephrasing. I like softballs doesn't count. Baseball. It's so boring, but their butts look great. And the Savannah Bananas, I think they're pretty good. The debate is who's better, Messi or Ronaldo. No comment. One of them is retired, so obviously you have to say he's better. Sodium says banana ball. I know. It's good though. It's good. They made people like baseball again. But yeah, I don't know. If you knew my name, you'd be like, of course. That's the meme. That's a meta joke, bitch. Tanner says, you know why Argentinians never clean up? Because they like get messy. Bruh. Bruh. My fucking Euro ass chat. Oh my god. It's okay. I've been watching Ted Lasso. And I've been learning about the pitch. I did soccer like conditioning and stuff like that when I was younger. And I tried, well, okay, I wasn't allowed to like compete and do stuff like on Sabbath or whatever growing up. So I God, my life is such a clusterfuck. I bet anyone is just like, what the fuck? Euro ass chat, what the fuck does that mean? Y'all are from Europe. Like Americans, the meme of my chat is that Americans fucking hate me. What's your denomination? I'm not a Christian, but I grew up in lots of Christianity. I lived in lots of homes because I was I had to be a caretaker for different relatives. Caddick says, honestly, I kind of don't care anymore about soccer. Oh, you should. Darius says, OMG, Comrade Josie talking about her religious upbringing. I know! Y'all want me to trauma dump? Okay, pretty much, I'll just say the church I grew up in, I was technically baptized as a Roman Catholic and a Seventh-day Adventist. The Seventh-day Adventist church is like a mixture between Judaism and Mormonism and Catholicism. And they also stole some things from other stuff too. Ellen White is wild. She got CTE and then she saw God and then people were like, we love her. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna build the chair, guys. Ugh. And then I'm gonna sit on it. Is it creationism and that? Kind of. Chaotic says, nah, soccer is a sport of stupidity, violence, fanaticism, and full-on discrimination. Fuck soccer. True. But, like, also, I like Ted Lasso. Big up, George. And Norma. Shut the fuck up. Chaotic, that's why it's amazing. Okay, here's the thing. I love team sports in the sense where, like, you have to, like, everyone fucking gets super hyped all the time, and you're like, yeah, fuck those bitches. I like to yell. I think it's fun. But whenever it comes to, like, sports like swimming and wrestling, that's when I feel bad, or boxing, because then you have to, like, look them in the face. But when it's a whole team, it's like you can be mean to all of them, and none of them take it personally, and I love that. Oh my god. Oh no, it's the soccer chat. Holy shit. Shit. Oh fuck. This is heavy. Later. MMA is also a piece of shit. Whoa. Whoa! Oh my god, Brazilians. The Portuguese. It's coming out. Did anyone mention the flopping? What do you mean? What do you mean the flopping? What is this sodium? We have 2 Americans in chat. Yo, wait, 3. What are you doing? I have a workout chair. George gave me workout stuff. I had to, like, fucking drag it home. And then I tried to walk it home. I made a mistake. But you guys are talking, so I was like, well, I'll just be productive while you do that. I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to be like, oh my gosh, and have my face in cam, but you know. Riberio says, if someone say Brazil somewhere, we'll respond to Brazilian instantly. Where are you from? Did you tell us where you're from? It's not like put together yet. You can go to Mount Everest, say Brazil, and Yeti in a name where your shirt will run. George from chat saying these, yeah! George is awesome. Thank you, George. George makes it so I can make more content. But if you guys can find my weird workout page, then you can judge me and send me links to it here. And one of you guys finds it. I have like, this is like bait. I don't have a lot of people there. They're on my wish list. Yes, George is very kind. I know. George single-handedly helps fund everything here. Grazie, George. Not like Nazi. Codex says I couldn't agree more. They're like the Irish. They're everywhere. That's honestly, it's kind of true. I feel like I see Brazilians all the time. Like, oh my god, not even like the fun Brazilians where you're like, you know, like clean wax and everything, but like actual Brazilians, it kind of like trips me out. Daria says, yeah, well, imagine if someone from chat just randomly sent her workout chair without her asking. It fuels several new eating disorders. That's funny. Because I used to like actually do lots of conditioning and stuff like that because I love working out. But I had to stop for like 5 years while I was in recovery. And then now I work out again, which is really nice. And I'm repairing my relationship with it. Because if I don't work out, my ADHD symptoms are so fucking bad, chat. It is so fucking bad. And now that I started working out again, I have to like have more weights and shit and like a better routine because my body is like, where are the Zumba streams? Yo, I should do like one of those coked out like 80s fucking like, you know, that'd be so funny. I'd be so tired though. Maybe that'll be like a TikTok thing. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I do a 5 kilometer every morning or think I'll end up getting on the news for something silly if I don't. What does that mean? You're scared of being fat? No! No! The orthorexia is hard, bro. Get well soon, GG gamer. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, actually it probably doesn't matter what I think. Scared of being fat phobia? Oh god. Ugh. We're gonna talk about immigrants today. I'm gonna put my knees on this. I should not have made that moan. I apologize, shit. Yeah, I've had long-standing reoccurring nightmares of waking up in front of video feeds. Yo! R.I.P. I'm sorry. Sodium says, I'm training for a 5K marathon. Never ran so much in my life. That's gonna be me in like 3 years, just so you know. R.I.P. me. Does it make you feel pain? Because I'm probably gonna cry. Not gonna lie. Daria says, nice one. I have to like, I don't know. It's my goal to do an Ironman at least once. I want to do one Ironman. It's been on my bucket list since I was like, I help some people train for like swimming and stuff like that because I used to swim and I was like a coach, lifeguard, that sort of thing for a long time. Only 6 years. Not 6 years of coaching. I only coached for like 2. But you get what I mean, Kai. Actually, you probably don't because I don't talk about it a lot. But lately we have been. Daria says it's just discipline, good shoes, and willpower. Really good way to start being the best version of yourself until you get fucking. You want to do an irony, man? I know. There's any command to see how many days I follow Josie? I don't know. Sorry for the farty sounds. Training a lot since years, yeah. It takes a while to get there. You have to like really get your cardio up to that point. I'll have to get an Apple Watch before I do that. Codex and followers. I'm sorry, I don't have a bot. Y'all are fucking humbling the shit out of me. I know. What's a good bot for that? Because I have like stream elements and stuff, but I don't have anything connected. Wait. I just started doing working out and conditioning like a while ago. This account's so old, I think it's more than years. Bro, I've only been streaming for like a little over 2 years. Actually, 2.5. No. Valentine's Day is my 3-year anniversary. Yadek says that sounded like farts. I know, my farts are silent but deadly, so you guys would never know. George says you've been following since February 18, 2023. Hell yeah, George! Woo, go George! Rob Perio says you're amazing. Oh wait, fuck, you've been following me since I first started. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, bro. That's when I showed my tits. I actually didn't like show my tits that much, by the way. I just wore that. I remember that day I was wearing a riskier outfit, and that's when I had a couple chatters that were like, ew, boobies. And it was a core memory for me. I don't think you said that to me. Roberto is an OG. Hells yes. Yosef was my first follower, though. Daria says, just do what you can, Sodium. It's so much better to be able to run for 5 days in a row than wreck yourself for 3 or 4 days after a mega run. Yes. My ex was like, oh, you were learning English talking at stream. Yes, you were. Oh, you were nice. And then you left when people were being like, when are we getting emotes? Literally. Motherfucker. I just started doing it. We're going to work on it tonight, okay? It's just hard. I'm trying to find, like, a way that I can remove the background. You're getting emotes in, like, the next 2 weeks, okay? You're gonna get at least one by the end of the week. Be nice to me. I have to animate them on my own. Sodium says, been training my conditioning on an exercise bike. Totally helped out for the runs. Yeah. I have asthma, though. How would I not notice? How rude. Are those ant farms? Please explain. I'm confused. Ah, George! That one's actually cute. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. I'm proud of you, Roberto Jet, though. Oh, and the fish tank. No, it's just really dirty. But I got the seeds today, George. They're in... I thought it was my, I ordered some, like, nose strips off of Amazon because I have an oily face, okay, bitches? Which means that I'm gonna age better, just so you fucking know. You fucking know. But, like... Yeah, I use them. Yeah. Great. Caddick says, it's okay, learning a new language is a gradual process. It takes time and is never ending, so don't worry that much. True. A lot of confidence, I reckon. When I was learning Spanish, I just got stuck in like a Bora, and I don't really worry about it. Bruh, you're trying international rules. Hell yeah. If it makes you feel better. I'm learning Arabic, and I'm fucking dog water at it. I didn't get to do my practice today. I'll be doing that later tonight. I'll be listening to it. Well, I listened to it, but then, like, Yeah, I have to do 2-minute video and then I go freeze. Same. Don't even feel bad. You're good. You need like the official Cambridge certification and stuff. Oh my gosh. Tanner says it's time. Little lady, good night. Lads and fellows, good night. Rest well. Sleep well, sir. This pretty much came primarily assembled. But oh my god, why are you not telling me how to put it together? Ah! Shit. Okay. I know some people in South America that used to teach it. Teach what? I wonder if Streamer Girl could pass the U.S. citizenship test. I mean, I help teach the U.S. citizenship test, so, or at least the language part of it, so I'll be able to do that part. That's what I help people with. Cambridge English exams, let's all that kind of stuff. I don't know. My English is pretty okay. But my problem, we're talking about the IELT. Oh. Yeah. Good luck. Okay. Okay, I have to look at the diagram again. Y'all are distracted. Okay. 10. 10? Flip. Ah, shit! Red. Good luck for you. This is very similar to that film where they defrost a caveman and have to get him ready for a party, Josie. What the fuck? I don't know. Roberto says most of the roles are positions to work in companies that are starting or growing in Brazil. Oh, nice. Nice. Add. Ugh. RAP. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. Chair kind of done. I don't know where the other part's supposed to go, but I can sit on it now. Yeah. Are there screws, bolts, and nuts for this? Yeah. You finished? Yeah. I said, ooh. Ooh. I don't think I'm finished yet. No, I'm not done with it yet. Okay. Okay. Dragging me here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm good. I don't think it's gonna spread anymore. I didn't see any cats or the dogs tonight. Josie, where are they? They're in the other room because they're being like a little bit. Mr. Meow says you got this, Gigi. Bye. Rest well. Oh, well, yeah, I was just starting. It kind of pretty much came pre-assembled. I just have to put this in. And then there's a pin. I don't know where this goes though. So yeah. Look at that. She said bye. Oh, good job. Well, I thought you were leaving. I thought you were being like, good game. You look like you could bench press more than Zoran Mamdani. Fuck no. It's not my goal. No. My goal right now is strength, like mild strength training. I'm trying to even out my muscles before I start putting on weights. So George got me this because otherwise I was going to have to start going to the gym. And then I'm also working on my flexibility training. So Pilates, ballet. Did you see him bench pressing? Is he bad at it? My shoulder's fucked, so I'm still doing PT stuff for my I tore my pec, like right here, and then I tried pushing myself too hard. Well, I didn't really try pushing myself too hard. Like while I was trying to start working out and like fix it and like level it out again, I fucked up my shoulder because I wasn't using the right movements because it like messed me up. He did he do a socialist lift and like 10 people all did it with him, bro. And he failed. He failed and he got roasted. That's fucking relatable. Wait, did he just do the bar? The bar is like what? Like 45 pounds or something? Like how much is a bar? It can be like 45 to 80 pounds. Someone did help him. Oh, well, duh. You have to have a spot. Wait. How much is a standard bar? Like spotting him? Well, yeah. Different bars have different weight restrictions. What does a standard weight bar? 44 pounds. Yeah. Some of them can be really fucking heavy, though. It's kind of weird. The spotter did the lifting. Yeah. Well, like, if you're doing, like, a PR, oh, he was trying to do 135. Okay, in my prime, I could do almost 200 bench. I could squat 350 some. I think it was like 358, 356 was my PR for squatting. And RDLs, I did. I like power lifted for a while. I'm not even joking. I worked at a gym. I had like so much pressure to do it. I was literally working out for like 2 hours a day minimum. But I squatted a lot, and that was like just one solo squat. Like I couldn't do any more than that. My legs were shot, and I was done. Like I was literally done. I didn't do anything else after that. 135 kilograms. It was like 350, almost like 350, 360. Yeah. There's no way to mean pounds. It's like 60 kilograms. Squatting is different. Women are built different. And it was a PR, 135 pounds. Oh, you're talking to sodium. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Right, see why he's getting roasted now. That's like benching though. That's different. That's different. I can't judge him for that because I'm a little bitch. I never do that, like ever. I can just now do proper push-ups, and that's after getting fucking roasted online. And people are like, you have to do better. I like posted this random dude on the internet, posted like 2 videos trying to help me. And I was like, I'm doing good. And he was like, no, sweetie, you're not. And I was like, but I didn't want to tell them that I like tore and I was like trying to do better because then they'd be like, why are you doing it like that? Like use your knees. I didn't want to. Okay. I fucked up my shoulders though. 135 isn't that bad though. But I assume you're not doing press tours lifting around 50% of the weight most people do in the gym. No. Hell no. Oh, is that what he was? Okay, but come on, be nice. Be nice. He's just a guy. He's a politician. The fact that he works out is just impressive enough. I think like most politicians do like biking or whatever, you know? Like fucking Biden did biking or cycling. Kamala, I think she ran. Obama ran. I know Obama ran, but fuck Obama. And then what else was there? I don't think Clinton did like anything. Maybe like elliptical work. But oh no, Kamala Harris did the treadmill or the elliptical because she'd have it in an interview. She said that she'd have it. I'm so sorry that I know this, by the way. But she stated that she would take it into her hotel suite. Let's see. Daria says, oh, wait, Mr. Meow says, him not being able to bench press is probably a good thing and more relatable too. Exactly. Exactly. Daria says if he can't press 60 kilograms, he doesn't work out. He was role playing. Well, probably not. Well, okay, some people like me have injuries that they're trying to work through. RFK was climbing mountains or something, right? I don't know. Climbing was different during Kennedy's era, though. Just so you know. Just so you know. Like, rock climbing didn't start becoming, like, super intense until, like, the late 70s, early 80s. from my understanding. And then free soloing became popular like in the late 90s. Anyways, you should watch the movie Free Solo. It's pretty good. Daria says, like, if I were up for re-election, I'd try to, I wouldn't try to reverse park, because I can't do it. What do you mean reverse park? Okay, to be fair, I did fuck up one of my bumpers trying to reverse park. What does that mean? I don't know. What does that say about? Oh, here's the thing. Wait, where does this part go? Oh, I see. Okay. Hold up. I figured out where this goes. Watch that one movie about some girls climbing the 2,000-foot radio tower. Oh, and she was like hallucinating her friend. Could not be me. Could not be me. I'm so fucking afraid of heights. No, thank you. It's called Fall. Well, only one of them fell and died, so that's all I know. So, wait, sorry. It was terrifying vibes. You got vertigo? I, like, sometimes if I'm, like, really high up, I start, like, panicking and about to pass out. Like, when I was driving, have you been to Yellowstone? Oh, good night. See you later. But when I was in Yellowstone, or, like, when I drive in the mountains, or when I was younger, I'm better now that I'm an adult, just so you guys know. Please don't be afraid of, like, driving with me. But, it was so bad. I was like driving and my ex was like putting a ton of pressure on me. He was like, drive better, drive better. Like you can go faster. You don't have to go like 10 miles an hour. And we were like right next to the side of the cliff and I started like hyperventilating and I almost passed out while I was driving. But he was like, you can't stop. There's like too many cars behind us. And I was like, and I like saw like my vision like going out a little bit and I was like, holy shit, this is bad. Like, no, thank you. And then, yeah. Anyways, Daria says watching it got vertigo. I've done like skydives and stuff. But I was literally on the floor feeling dizzy when I watched it. Can you ever do anything normally? No, I'm too cool for that. Just yeah, I'm like literally so cool. Which hole? Which hole should I put her in? 1, 2, or 3? Note to self: never get in a car. No, I'm a good driver. Just so you know, I'm a good driver. I just get really stressed out. I have anxiety. But my anxiety is not as bad as it used to be. Shit, we were gonna watch a video. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna watch this on Thursday then. Oops. I was so ready. I was so ready, chat. And then we just started talking. Fuck, I need Adderall so fucking bad. Anyway. You've told us 2 stories, Josie. One, you broke your bumper reverse parking, and the second, you were on the point of blacking out. Those were just 2 times, though. The rest of the time, big pharma gang. I know. You don't get it, though. Like, trying to manage ADHD symptoms when you don't have, like, ADHD meds, but then you've had ADHD meds in the past. Like, my brain is so chill when I have, like, a proper prescription, but I just need, like, a consistently paying job so I can get the meds consistently enough. And that, because if I have it and then I'm without it, GG gamer. So right now, you guys don't need to know about this actually. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Eventually, goal next year or so, I'll be like on it. Going back to school, not having ADHD meds. Oh, when you dream, do you experience ADHD symptoms? I've always been curious about that. What do you mean? Like, being like locked in. No, ADHD is not what people think it is. It's like sometimes you can be like really energized and hyper. Like when you're a kid, I was like that when I was a kid. Like if I had something I wanted to do, I was gonna fucking do it. Like it was not like in a defiant way. It's just I had too much energy. But yeah, if you're poor enough, can't you get free meds? No, not with ADHD meds. It's actually a lot harder. Because there's shortages and shit like that. It's so annoying. Oh fuck, I put it the wrong way. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. It's not like just because like not having a lot of money in America doesn't mean that you just like don't have to pay for shit and that you get stuff for free. That's not how it goes. Yeah. Misconception. Let's see. Dari says, yeah, so in your dreams, if you're medicated, do you experience less ADHD symptoms? The same, or when you dream, you don't experience them in general? I guess it probably depends on the types of meds that you're on. For me, what works best for me is having like long-term stuff. So like having like a 12-hour prescription. It'll last me for like, I'm not gonna dive super deep into it because like whatever, but it'll last me like 10 hours. And then it messes with my appetite and stuff. So like that's why I have to like work through like working out. Like I have so much stuff I have to do in order to prepare to be on ADHD meds because of like lots of different stuff. I feel like it's fine for me to talk about, but like whatever. Sodium says, I got free health while unemployed taking care of my little ill mother. I got even better health plan than what I was paying same provider. I don't have that. It's not like that. It depends on like what state you live in. If so like for me, my doctor is like covered by my my insurance plan and stuff like that. But my where I get labs done and stuff like that, that's not covered, which is really annoying. So when I get my blood work done and stuff, make sure I'm like good levels for everything. Yeah. Callie's more communist, so better treatment for us. I'm not even close. Dari says, I live in the UK. If we're allowed to see a doctor, everything basically costs a tenner. My ADHD meds can cost anywhere from like, depending on like your insurance and stuff, it can be like $50, $60, anywhere to like $300, depending on how fast you need it, if it's name brand versus generic, which luckily I can normally have generic and I'm fine. But yeah, because ADHD meds are like considered like it's a methylamphetamine. So yeah, can you order from Mexico? No, I live in Nebraska. No. No, I cannot. I don't get that luxury. Can't just like cross the border, like Tijuana or whatever. No. But yeah, for everyone, it's like a little bit different. Okay, so I have one more pin that I need to put in. I think it's this guy. A trip to Tijuana for a 6-month supply. Just hire a Mexican to bring them like Uber card or something. Bruh, no. No, I wouldn't do that to someone. I don't know. I'm not gonna be like someone that does anything like that. But yeah. I know that it can be really hard. I don't know when it like technically. Oh, I see the hole. Oh, okay. What? Shit. That's a little too far. Maybe it is the hole. Okay, sorry. I have to figure out where the hole is. Okay, there we go. It's assembled. Yay! It works. Let's see. Josie, a real entrepreneur, would be down in Tijuana buying up stocks to sell the ADHD market. No. 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 Daria says, yeah, do a stream where you become a drug vendor for ADHD meds in Mexico would be the minimum really after all the subs you've got. Bro, no. No, pick up some trend taste instead of like, oh my god, no. Y'all, what the fuck? Hell yeah. Oh, shit. I can see her as a Breaking Bad type protagonist. I don't think you know? Do you remember how that ended, chat? Like, do you remember? Do you remember how Breaking Bad ended? Cause no, thank you. I have too much anxiety to do anything like that. Sorry, breaking the law like that. Not for drugs. Sodium says ATF has entered the chat. My god, guys, I can straddle this and do like arm shit now. I could be like, work out my boobies. Yeah. Oops, I was letting it slide, bro. Oh, when did you say you were doing goth mode? I never said I would. I've done it before. Like, literally, like, one of my first streams I did. I was in my little gothy outfit. I was wearing my mesh and, like, my silk, and it was cute. So Dave says, I forgot which breach I'm from. Then he says, Josie, well, I remember you saying you were going full goth mode. Fuck my life, Lamau. Wait, look at this, chat. Look at this. What? I said, I guess we were supposed to cover the things. I'll just rename the VOD. I'll rename the video and upload it to YouTube. My brother from IRS is coming next, bro. He's gonna make a bad joke. You're trying to Mandela affect us. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? I cannot. I do not know. What? What? Did you hear that, Chad? Distraction. This is actually really comfy. I could have like a POV from here, like head on, where I'm just like, you know. You worked it, let me work it. I worked it, I worked it. Gotta be, let me search it. Oh, sorry. I can't help it. Those who know the song are just like, what the fuck? Those who don't are just like, oh. Anyways. Have you ever been on a long plane ride? I don't know how you survive anxiety. So much anxiety. Pop like an edible before you go. That's what I had to do when I was in Hawaii. I had to like have an edible to and from. Like when I was leaving LAX, I was like ready to go, and then I just like it made my anxiety so bad. That's the funny thing. Like I was like over the ocean and we hit turbulence, and I was looking down. And I was like, oh, I was panicking. Let's see. I need a bench, but no space. I just lay on the ground for dumbbell bench press. No, but you gotta be like, wait. It's hard to do it. I'm in like a skirt. Yeah. You gotta like, oh no, I'm showing you this. No, more. Do you know what people used to take? Like the anxiety meds that people would take while they were like flying. Do you know what Ambien does? Like with just a little bit of booze? People are fucking weird, and they're legally allowed to do that on flights. It's crazy. How long was the plane ride from Cali to Hawaii? 5 or so hours. We were stuck in the air. Longer. So we were stuck in the plane, and I started freaking out because I had to pee really bad, and they wouldn't let me pee. And then I had like a panic attack that was like accumulating. I just don't like flying. I don't. I do not like it. I used to do 2 16-hour flights a year, and it was hell on earth. Yeah. I just pretend I don't exist while I'm in a plane that long. It's like, I sit there and I'm just like, ha ha ha, because I've had to do some flying. I prefer driving because I'm a control freak. So I can drive 16 hours over flying 16 hours. I'd prefer to do that. I once had to take a bus that was 26 hours. Fair. I'd rather be in a train. I've always wanted to go on a train in China. Once I go to China, I will. On my bucket list. Bixby in a box. Big Spunk. Big Spy. Hello, Big Spy. Oh, big yawn, baby girl. You're going to China one day. I'll dig a hole so deep it will take me to China. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's my goal to go there eventually. I don't know if I'll live stream it because I'm terrified of live streaming, but like IRL streaming, I'd have to have people with me. I took a train from New York City to San Fran. Yo, was it? It's not a straight shot, is it? Or I guess it probably was. Aw, thank you for following me, Sodium. Do you have heart issues? Is that why it's 90 milligrams of sodium to keep your levels low? Dari says, wait, sorry, you actually do, I'm sorry. Dari says, I never knew America had train journeys like that, but I've probably based that on one J-Lo's album. On the 6th. What does that mean? What does that mean, chat? What does it mean? We're totally gonna watch like a very informative video. This is what my chat has turned into. We just do casual shit. Honestly, I don't like doing the whole like structured thing all the time. But some days I do. I'm like, yeah. But then because I like teach in my own time, I'm just like, this is not fun. Oh, you hate this. And then I show you guys sometimes. I do have heart issues, but that came after the username. Oh no! Oh no! Pedro, no! Daria says it was called on the 6th because that was the train she used to take. Oh, J-Lo, like literally. Okay. That was just a random name I picked from a food label. It's funny. It's like you, foreshadowing a little. I'm not yawning because you guys are boring. I'm yawning because I'm tired. I have a pimple here. I will not pop it. No. Because I was stressed. 90 milligrams is a shitload of salt, to be fair. Well, that's like technically in American food. Well, not even technically. American food has a lot of fucking salt. A lot of fucking salt and a lot of fucking sugar. And then once you don't eat as much salt and sugar, you're just like, holy fuck. And then you eat it and you're just like, bleep. But then I have like ramen every day, so. Hi. Why are you staring at me like that? If you did that in front of me, I would sack tap you.
I know.
That's why he does it far away.
Yeah.
Sodium says, but I actually eat normalish salt levels. Proud of you. I wouldn't actually sack tap him.
90 milligrams of salt? Yeah, 90 milligrams is not a ton.
In American food. Cat's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Ask Andrew if he thinks we're
weird. You're all weird.
No, he's like,
she's weird. Y'all are weird.
I'm not weird.
I'm weird.
What does weird mean to you? What's your semantics?
Not the norm.
How am I not normal? I'm so fucking normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally.
Totally.
Hi, Siri, man.
What is that even supposed to mean? I mean, we can all agree Josie isn't weird. Exactly.
Totally, yeah. Anyways.
She's beyond that. It's something else. Do you like my chair?
I can't help but think that that might not be the way you're supposed to sit on it, but it is a nice chair.
Did you see him? He jumped!
Good job, Siri.
Oh my god.
He just wants to lick the bowl.
Oh, it's because I put catnip up there. Yo, Tom Cruise cat, I know. Do you want bring them my new plant? Bring them plant.
We gotta skedaddle.
No, I know, but just bring it to you.
I don't even know which one's the new one to be honest.
Siri has hops. Wait, that's not a racist thing. He's just distraction. I have a bay leaf tree. It's called Laurus nobilis. It grows. Guess where, guys? It's where my favorite food is, the Mediterranean. Do you see him? He's so cute. Are you pointing and clicking at Andrew after all the handiwork he does for you? I'm not engaging in this. I'm not doing it. This feels like rage bait. This feels like rage bait. Don't bait me. And they were roommates. I've just known him for a fucking decade. He pisses me off all the time. Now all the cats are in here. You said you wanted the cats. All the cats are here. If I wanted to bait you, I'd bring up 90s. You're lucky I'm a kind person. Just so you know. I'm so fucking... I'm not nice, but I can be though. Do you see my plant? It grows so slow. But I put it in a big pot because I got a little too excited for it. Guys, I really like plants. Are cats supposed to jump into empty boxes? Yeah, well, Michael did that. Michael did. Bixby was just in the empty box. But if you tape a square on the ground, they jump into the square too. I don't know. There's something about it. They're just like, if I fits, I sits. Andrew?
Oh!
Oh, I fucking saw that.
Yeah.
He ate shit. Absolute nightmares at funerals, cats.
What do you want?
Can you help me?
Help you what?
Put my plant away?
No, you can
No.
put your own plant away.
But then I have to get up. We have to go anyways. What if I don't want to go?
You get so upset with me if I go to the grocery store without you. I would love to be able to just do it when I'm off work, but I can't because I gotta wait for you to be done with stream, so we're gonna go.
It smells like nothing. Mr. Meow. This is what it's like. I don't have a car because I'm trying to like fucking live life without a car. And like,
Are you now?
yeah, I fucking am, bitch. I could buy a beater, bitch. You want me to buy a fucking beater? All my money would go to it. It barely runs, just like my coffin.
A beater nowadays costs like $4 or $5 grand, right?
I could buy the truck off of Justin.
Yeah, and drive it for 10 miles before it just folds.
It needs a new transmission. Yeah, the frame's falling apart. The frame's rusting. How much can Andrew bench? More than Zoran? Andrew, can you bench?
How much does Zoran bench? I don't work out at all, so probably not a lot.
I know, he's afraid of working out. He's afraid.
I'm not really afraid of working out. I just don't like going to the gym.
He still has abs though. What a fucking cunt. Show them. Show them your belly button. Show them your hole. No, show them your hole. Show them your hole.
It is the hole. Wait, hole.
Actually, you don't have abs anymore.
Yeah.
I've been forcing him to eat food. Get that bitch. 100 can you bench me?
Probably, yeah.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, we can try.
Put this here. Let's stick an Iron Man thing in the hole. I've been telling him that. He has to do, like, be Tony Stark for Halloween, Andrew.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that.
Could you actually, like, bench me? I'm afraid you're going to hurt yourself.
I don't know if I can, like,
I might
bench
think
you,
you're
but
tall.
I can definitely, like, pick you up sideways if you want.
That feels too intimate for me.
But benching you isn't?
Yeah. I don't know. I've had people bench me before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if this was the only recorded event of the 2020s, and 300 years from now, scholars and archaeologists argue over its meaning.
Go away.
Bench the dog. She's so chunky.
You want me to bench the dog?
You can't. She's a sausage.
Time.
It'd be easier to do Ollie.
I can do curls with him.
Ew, no you can't.
Oh, I have to do that every time there's a tornado warning. Both of them. Because you cannot.
You can't even bench. I can lift them.
You can't take them downstairs.
Because they can walk. They have legs. Ollie goes straight down. When he hears the sirens, he's like, I'm going straight downstairs. You get tornadoes? Yeah.
We live in Tornado Alley. Alright. Tiki-taka time.
What? You want to film a TikTok?
No, I want to.
You want to film a TikTok? I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Let's keep going.
Like in Superman, you know, I thought you were gonna make like a Wizard of Oz reference. I don't remember what happens in Superman with the tornadoes, honestly. Tug of war with the neighbor's cow. My family has a cow farm. I got cows on the cow farm. I got to see the cows being born. That was my first experience with labor. But this is a double entendre.
Skadumps.
There's a tornado that eats Kevin Costner. Oh, how many cattle? I don't know. Well, you know, they have babies, so. And then they sell them off. Sometimes they're for meat and stuff like that. So, yeah. Which was unfortunate, because I don't really talk to them anymore, because. I don't know if they're still like diehard MAGA, but that was a whole thing. A thing. Well, and they were mad that I grew up like, yeah, not gonna like air my family's drama. We're just not close. Why don't touch me? Ah! Why are you doing this?
Because it's time to go.
I got the time for me to go. I got the time for me to go now. No, it won't fall apart. Fall apart like your future, Andrew. You keep talking to me like that.
I will show restraint.
You will show restraint, bitch? No, you won't. Fuck you. Fight me. Anyways. And they were roommates. Okay, I'm hoping that next... You know, I don't have more than like 500 fucking followers. I'm allowed to change up the routine of what we do. I was like, Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be so serious, chat. And then every time I get so fucking sidetracked, and then I'm like, you know, I'll just prepare content, and then I'll be like, would you like to watch this? Or I'll just show you random things. That's what I'll do. I'll just be like, hey guys, one video. We'll build up. I don't know. God. I was so distracted today. I apologize. It's honestly embarrassing. Bench 135 next stream. No, I literally like fucking fucked my shoulder, bro. I ain't fucked it up. I can't do it. Look at my elbows. Anyways. I can't do it, mate. It's time for me to go. So tomorrow is cooking stream. I'm going to be making semla, I think. The custard kind of like desserty thing, which is Swedish. I've been saying for a long time. Okay, well, thank you for subscribing, so and yes, I'll give you guys, or following. You haven't subscribed yet, bitch. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you like that. I'm sorry. I'm in like a mood. Andrew is here, so I'm sassy now. Anyway, he's so mad at me for taking so long. I gotta go. So, see you tomorrow for cooking stream. Don't give me those eyes. I'm ending it now.
I literally have done nothing. I walked in here.
You back in here. Okay, sleep well, stay safe, and stay alive.